This is a special birthday song for that Jawali Jonetta. Well, we say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your new age. The graduate daughter, not forgetting Shannon Taylor for Chicken Air. You want to remember her late daughter, Little Taylor, Wayne Taylor. That's well. Not forgetting Brother Tony, Wele, Patu, Justina So, in Texas, Mother Teresa, Lena So, in Rhode Island. And yeah, we are traveling. Edward birthday, Edward Luson, and Piada. I say, oh, God, I do this wow, I tell Rita So in Rhode Island. I said, my I tell Helena, Rhode Island. I put Tommy So in Liberia. But you know, let Uncle Stanley So. Yes, young. Says Angie in Rhode Island. Anita Zia, Minnesota. No, I believe Daniela. Don't run on the way. He said, I'm behind the cow. I go. And from those over, I go. Many times on Mr. Alfonso So in the US. Madame Alfonso's young soul, they could be up waiting. I travel to go. What's your boy? Congratulations to that job. Jawali Jonathan. Well, it is your birthday. Not forgetting the cousins of the celebrant. Anita Zian in Minnesota. Minnesota. Uncle Jerry So, Rhode Island. And some important personality here, right? Not forgetting our late father, Johnny Zian So. Rest well, father. My brother So, rest well. My nephew So, listen. We are in a double celebration. Congratulations. It is your graduation and your birthday as well. We say happy birthday, congratulations. Our medical doctor. We want to say many thanks to all of the friends who attended the occasion. Dr. Jawali, extend our thanks and appreciation to you all. We call her Dr. Jawali Jonetta Wele. What's up? In my work, We are going to Texas in the US. I'm going to be there. Celebration. I say, oh, God, my your person looking, my your person looking. You just say, oh, God, no, in Blabo Joe, don't in Blabo Joe. Yanenda Blabo Joe, Yanenda way, Blabo Joe, Gladia. Yanenda way, Blabo Joe, Dodi, in Blabo Joe, in Blabo Joe. I don't have your book. Tato, Jawali, Jonathan, Mr. Alfonso Siaso, say congratulations to you. Well done.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Good evening. So we want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Today is Sunday, the 5th day of July, 2026. And I'm Alfonso Zienso of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. We want to welcome you here to this evening broadcast. Whatever you are, we say thank you. You are under the voice of the Diaspora Informative News Magazine, Liberia Public Radio. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to have the program jump on the way, and we will be having a wide range of conversation here this evening. So I believe some of the guests are here. I will say happy Sunday to our men, our Southeastern Bureau Chief, Roland Y is joining us. Mr. Slav from Minneapolis, Minnesota, will be a guest. They're coming to hopefully this 26 here, so we need to talk. Okay, but let's get a program going here. Let me see. I can bring in Roland here. And then Dennis, I can't see your image. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Maybe you want to go off and come back again. Roland, are you there?
Yes, you. How you doing?
Good to have you here. Thank you. Let me get this out of the way and see here and get this here. So good to have you. Lord Roland, let me just bring you quick here before our guests come. Mr. Dennis, you want to go out? I can't see your image. You want to go off completely and come back. It's not being recognized, so I find it very difficult to even get you in. So just go off and come back. Good to have you. Look, Roland, let's have a quick conversation here and talk to the guy. Roland is LPR Southeastern Bureau Chief based in Zulu Whiskey. The conversation is already getting on the way here. Look, Roland, quickly before Dr. TOWAH comes in here, you are in Zwedlo. I'd like to hear it from the house's mouth. I haven't heard as to whether you're going to be contesting. I assume because the conversation is going on. But tell us here, what's the situation in Zulu Whiskey?
Thank you so much. Let me say good afternoon, good evening to all of our audience who are listening at this time. It's a pleasure to be here to provide an insight about the political landscape of Nigeria County ahead of 2029. It's always a pleasure to be on your show, see you.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you for the extraordinary work this weekend funeral coverage in my own born town. How was it there?
I mean, it was kind of quite interesting, though we went on a side event, but on the other hand, it was interesting. I mean, everything went on smoothly. The family buried and later died. I mean, everything was on court.
Okay, good to hear that, because just bear with me. I'm trying to do a little bit housekeeping here. But let me just send this over to you here. It appears people have jump-started the 2029, not just on the presidential, but the legislative side. You know, a lot of surrogate people are talking. What is the conversation regarding the 2029 most consequential race, the senatorial race in Grangida County?
So the most talk about 2029 election, I mean, it's going to be different from other elections across the country, especially within Grangida County, because you have a lot of citizens trooping in to unseat a sitting representative or sitting senators. So we are hearing a lot of names in the corridors of Grangida political landscape that want to taste that political power at the House of Representatives or House of Senate. So yes, of course, the political arena in the country is getting very intense in terms of how citizens are giving a different perspective on those incumbents, representatives, and senators. And so 2029 is going to be a different electoral period, especially in Grangida County.
What is the significance of this? Why is this so important? What the people of Grangida have realized, some sort of potential change, there should be a shift in the upper house of government. Why is it like that?
So one of the things is particularly one of those houses that the Grangidans are eager to see living that particular seat is the incumbent senator of Grangida County, Honorable Zoe Manapeni. I remember 2029 will be a term will be expiring at 9 years. He got elected 2020, May 10th senatorial election. So 2029 going to be his term expiring. So you have a lot of citizens. One question I continue to ask is, we made a mistake. We realized that this senator served as representative from 2005, 2011, 2017. And developmental wise, it's not counted on the list. And the people gave him another 9 years to serve as senator, thinking that the 9 years could be enough to cover all of those 3 terms that he served as representative. But yet they say they haven't seen any tangibles in terms of development for this particular people. So this time around, every corner of Grangida you go or you discussion you hear is politically is to see the incumbent senator so out of the legislature. So a lot of sons and daughters to be in for that particular seat. And one of those is the former, let's say, deputy minister, which is your guest for tonight, Honorable Dr. William TOWAH, who names will be here economy appearing in public gallery, taking a debate to the people. And also we hearing the name of Aaron David Toba, who's also aspiring for this particular position. So there are a lot of names that are coming up, famous names that are coming up to contest for that particular senatorial seat 2029. So yes, names are coming. Though they didn't publicly declare, because we are not in a campaign period. So what they're doing is citizen engagement, informing the people, explaining to them what the necessity of electing them, and what are the failures of those incumbent as senators. So they carry the debate to the people, but they are not come up publicly to say, yes, I will be contesting 2020 as senatorial candidate. But we are not in campaign period.
All right, Mr. Danny, I'm not sure why I'm not, the DSL device not connected. Your camera, I can't see you to get you in. I'm not sure, maybe you just want to restart it completely. I need to see your image in order to come in. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Double check that, allow access to your device, your camera, and it should surface backstage. That way I'll be able to bring you in. Now, but are they trying to kind of like routine out? He's been there for a while, so he does have his base. Do you see it as a walk? It's going to be an easy walk through. Zopan does have his base. He seems to be the main challenger. He been with the people. We might agree or disagree. What should they be watching out for? Those who are trying to unseat him, what should they be watching out for?
So those that try to unseat him, they should be watching that for his normal start of campaigning. That is dishing out the cash to the voters. Because they got a saying that say, if you don't have money, don't go into an election. So they should watch out for the dishing out of cash to the voters from the incumbent. And that's one of the stars that many people know him about. So these are one of the things you should watch now. Anybody that coming to contest against him. So of course you will see it because they are just imagine the debate has swept. Why is it you spend this amount of years as lawmaker and you in the house, you see your colleagues or hearing on various news platforms, your colleagues and you are in the same house are delivering tangible development to your people. Why can't you do the same in your county? So these are questions. And one of the debate is the two zones that you have your house in. Two zones is lacking of a Palava Hall. And the senator that just got elected 2023, someone named Yaya, is currently constructing a Palava Hall that will soon be completed any months from now on in two zones. And also building other Palava houses in those various towns and districts. So these are debates. The president just went there 2023 and you been there before him. So where is your tangibles? These are questions. The name Zoe Emmanuel Penny now, if you call in any public gallery now, people will try to get issues with you because they think that as few legislatively and has no leadership ability to lead it anymore. So they are looking for new people to replace it. So any street corner of Georgia you pass, if you mention the news open, be that some people may have issue with you. Remember, we had a few months back, we've been hearing about a group called No to Zone Re-election. They call it NTZ, No to Zone Re-election. So another group came and said yes to Zone. So it's two groups. Some people in support of him, some people are not in support of him. So it's kind of dangling. I mean, the electorate's minds are not setting at this current stage, but 2029 or 2028 are going to decide. So what those aspirants are doing now is to come and engage the people, tell them a debate, explain to them what the function of the lawmaker and what their lawmaker is failing to do. So 2028, 2027, we're going to see different political discourse. We see a lot of names coming up. So yes, the new Zoe Manuel is just a single target that they don't want to. So this the current situation look in terms of the senatorial seat comes on the 29th.
I mean, this is quite interesting. As a matter of fact, the time is really late. We are having this conversation based on what is unfolding in the corners, what we are hearing, but the time is still, we still have a long way to go. And so,
Yes.
For me, it's not over until it is over. So as though being in a system, not to be a point of conversation here this evening, but what could possibly be the downsides that we see multiple candidates coming in the race? Who could be the benefit this? I don't know, Mr. Dennis, I don't know why your device is not showing your image this evening for some reason. I'm not sure. Go ahead, Roland.
So if we continue to see a lot of names coming out, that what happens during the by-election of the Chief District Representative, you have the late era Madison Green, don't produce 5 different candidates because they felt that they could represent or replace the late era Madison Green. They could carry on the vision. So you have 15 candidates for that particular seat. So if it happened to the senatorial race, the seat in 2021, you're going to see the incumbent going on a free ride because he has the catch, he ain't been in a game before, so he know the way. So if they can come up with 2 or 1 formidable candidate, I will contest to be the main challenger to the incumbent. It will be a tough one. But if we see a lot of candidates in the race, it's going to be the walk in the park for the incumbent senator, Zoe Manuel.
What is the former ruling establishment, the CDC? We saw then a big homecomings or whatever they call it. What are they trying to do? They have Senator A. Marshall Dennis. He also lose that seat. Are they trying to gain hold of his grand leader again? Are they producing? What are you hearing, Senator A. Marshall Dennis? Is it that he's seeking re-election as well?
So yes, the senator is
I'm not
seeking
sure why
re-election.
your device not being. Go ahead.
The senator is seeking re-election. Few months, he hit the ground running, engaging rural districts, elders, youth, explaining to them his manifesto. He plans for if he becomes senator again. I remember during his time, he sponsored a lot of Grenadians, Liberians into high school, university, some high school, BSc, masters across the university in the country. So, in building human capacity of Grenadians and Liberians, so people.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, just carry on. Let me see here. Hello? I don't know, yeah, because it's not, I'm saying that the image, I'm not sure where it's coming from you. Do you allow access to your camera? I can't even see you. I just seen the stuff now with voices on. I just only your image is not showing, so there's no way to get it. Said device not getting assets. I don't know. You have to maybe switch it up and try again. But the link also gone to your guy if you can let him know. Yeah, yeah. No. Oh, for yeah, you can call on the 78 number. Let me just text you our guys on the line from Georgia, but just let him know. Let me just text you that number. All right. Okay, Roland, folks, sorry, one of our guys who's supposed to come on here. Roland, go ahead. Let me just send this. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
And so you have the former senator engaging again, seeking re-election, to be frank. And CDC, I remember 2020, the senatorial seat as the Honorable Zoe Manuel Penny won was on a CDC ticket. So when CDC lost the elections, 2024, early 2024, we saw the senator started praising the government, and CDC felt that he was in opposition based on the fact that he was senatorial candidate of the CDC. So they felt that he was against them, and the candidate trying to support the current government while they in opposition. So they suspended him. And then continuously we saw every press conference, every media appearance using the current government. So CDC range the attack of God angry, and then started to preach the messages that so in the house. So based on our background, CDC is not running everything beyond Marshall Dennis to be re-elected 2029. So
Okay.
like I said, if they counted the electors can rally around 1 or 2%.
So yeah, Roland, let me just pick up this call here quick, and I will get back to you. Is one of the supporters by the senatorial expiring. We don't know yet. I've not heard that officially for himself, but let's see if he joins us here this evening. We will get that. The Liberal Progressive is here from Saxton, Sacramento, California. Is here, and I believe our special guest has just arrived. We will be having a conversation here. JJ Dennis, let me hear from you quickly. Our guest, Dr. TOWAH, is here. We're going to be having a conversation. Look, what's going on, man? 2029 is not even closer here, and the momentum is out there. Where are you leading, Mr. Dennis?
Thank you, Mr. Soul, for giving me the time. I'm trying to come on live, but I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But yeah, 2029 is far from us, but we are not looking at the distance. We are looking at 2029 from where we are. The distance never been far. We are putting things together so that if the chief decides to be the candidate, then we'll all come behind him to see how best we can run the campaign. But my name is JJ Dennis, and I'm in Philadelphia, and I'm prepared. I'm working for Dr. TOWAH, Chief Dr. TOWAH, come 2029.
I'm going to be breaking into Dr. TOWAH here very shortly. But look, you can't come tell me here when he's ready. I'm quite sure, let the cat out of the bag. Is that his decision? Is that what we're going to be hearing from him tonight?
Well, I would say you will listen. Listen to him. Whether he's ready or not, he will tell you. But we are putting our forces together so that when he says today, the campaign open, the forces will be coming to help him to cross the winning line. That's what we are saying.
Is that yet?
Ready, and we are preparing ourselves to get on the winning team.
Is that yes to my question? Quickly, I want to go.
I would say yes. Yes, he might be running. I'm not sure yet. Until he say it tonight, here again. But the thing about running, yes.
Okay. All right. Let me hold you there. I'm going to be bringing Chief Doctor Professor TOWAH, a career diplomat. I'm not going to jump the gun here I'm not going to be like one of these guys, the chief of speculation. I'm not going to go that route because he's speculating and all his speculation all will go in fiasco. Look, LeBron, I'm hearing you are also involved in this conversation here with that. What the hell going on? Who you are? What you really represent? Quickly, I want to break in Dr. TOWAH.
Well, Mr. So, thank you very much for allowing me tonight. My thing is all Grand Jide. Anyone who comes out and prefers to be for the people of Grand Jide, I'm with you. I have no other alternative but to see that whoever is going to seek the interest of Grand Jideans to make sure that our brothers and sisters' lives are improved. Why would I reject that?
Let me hold you right there. We're going to bring in Chief Dr. TOWAH. I don't know what's his description. He's my former chief, but let's see how it's square out here this evening. This is the examiner. Stay tuned, folks. Good evening. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners. Let me bring in our special guest joining me now. Okay, let's do it this way here. We want to be very, very much to do how we treat our guests here. Besides it being my guest, full disclosure is my former boss, but right now we are declared a neutral. We are declared what's the word I use? We'll put ourselves in the shoe to represent also want to have a conversation. But Chief Dr. TOWAH Senior, I'm my own former boss at the Ministry of Post Telecommunication. He did a lot of great stuff there. But I get nervous when people try to go into the game of politics, then you can't put your life on the line for that. I don't know yet. I hope to hear. Dr. TOWAH, good evening. Good to have you. Welcome home. I would say welcome on LPR.
Thank you. Good evening to you all.
Okay. All right. Asking for introduction will just consume our time. Let them just check the name, Chief Dr. TOWAH. They will know all of that. We have a lot to do here. We have a lot to come by. Discuss here. The liberal progressive, the more liberal. Do you know this guy, Samson Toh? It's the most liberal on this network. The most liberal on this network. I don't know why he's old, but he's kind of been calling them in a few days. I don't know where this is coming from, what sort of connection they may have no idea. But Liberal, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. So, good evening, Doc. Nice to have you here again, and we're very happy to have you here tonight as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's start here. Let's be it Queen Mercy McNanimous, man. How things has been?
Oh, well, very well. I am now a retired ECOWAS diplomat, and I'm back home contributing to human capital development, both at the University of Liberia and at the Grand Jide University. I've just come to the U.S. To hold some serious discussions with Grand Jideans here in the U.S.
Did I hear you? Serious discussion?
Absolutely, serious discussion. Yes, serious discussion.
What is the gravity
concerning the future of Grand Jide?
That sounds more or less political, correct?
Well, it's an embodiment of the well-being of the people of Grand Jide, social, political, economic. But yes, go ahead.
All right, we're going to get to it. Okay, but you just from home. Let's hear from you. When last you were in Zulu Whiskey's radio itself? I believe you are the president of the board of trustees of the university, correct? President or board of directors, something.
Yes, I'm the chairman of the board of trustees of the Grand Jide University. Yeah. But then you asked a question, when last was I in Grand Jide? I was in Grand Jude about 2 weeks ago, and I've always been in Grand Jude, for that matter. Over the past years, I've always visited Grand Jude. But, you know, even though I told you that I've come to America to hold some serious discussions with Grand Judeans here, and if you will, I can go into giving the background why I'm here, and
Absolutely.
we'll get to get from there.
Okay, I'm eager to hear that serious discussion. Am I part of that serious discussion?
Yes. In fact, what you are doing is part of the serious discussion.
Let's go into it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brother So and Brother To, for the magnificent work your station continue to do for the people of Grand Jude, the people of Liberia. And I want to say a profound thank you for the quality of your commitment to the social, economic, and the holistic human well-being of our country. I have come to the U.S. in lieu of my outlook regarding the future of Mama Grand Jude and the Republic of Liberia. My perspective in this direction started a couple of years ago, and I have had the view that there are so many sons and daughters of Grand Jude who can endeavor in the political space, while some of us continue to do things that we know best, either in the diplomatic mission, in academia, and other areas. But the last year became a turning point as I engaged more and more with the homeland, Grand Jude. And what it is that Grand Jude, Nimba, Bong County, and Lufa, these 4 counties were created about the same time, 1964. But as of today's date, if you were to do an assessment with regards to socio-political, economic, and the general well-being of the each of the geopolitical divide, or if you will, the local government areas, inclusive of Grand Jude, you will note that Grand Jude, in terms of development, infrastructure-wise, social service, basic social services, and all the like, Grand Jude is at the bottom. And this is so true if you ask any Grand Judean passing through these counties and who have visited the counties that I mentioned. But more troubling was sometime 2005, after I received the appointment as chairman of the board of trustees. My instinct was that, look, I need to get on the ground in Zwedru and take all the board members to Zwedru on the grounds of the community college at the time. And so we went there. The Ministry of Education, the Commission on Higher Education, and all individuals involved in the Board of Trustees who went down there. We had 2 days meeting. And then from there, I decided, other delegates left, and I decided to go around the city and to drive to other nearby towns surrounding Zwedru. And I came from the campus, taking the road, the Kana Road from the university campus, entering Zwedru, and then taking the road leading by the mosque and going down to Buentown, to Omer Sarah's room, Representative Sarah Rue's compound, and going to Nyao community. But most particularly coming from the mosque, coming down that hill, coming to Buentown. When I saw that place, I stopped the car, even for the car to go through. It was a challenge. It was a Jeep. We managed to pass through in the city. But the state of affairs of that particular locale kind of struck my heart. And as I described the place, those of us who were in Zwedru or who may have visited Zwedru in those days, in the 80s up to 89, you know that this place I just described was one of these bowling spots or the bowling centers in Zwedru. But as I passed through, sorrow struck me that the place was looking like no man's land, that nobody lived there. The place was stressful, dejected, and all the description you can give, negative description you will give. So when I passed through there and I drove to the hotel, the beautiful hotel somebody built, my own house, I'm still trying to renovate it. So I drove to the hotel by the Monroe Road, but then I wanted to take a load now, but I couldn't. And what kept coming to my mind was that, well, the nation has come back to itself since about 21 years ago, the Third Republic. And I know when I serve as advisor to the Minister of Finance, there have been budgetary allocation to the county, no matter how small it was. But every year there has been budgetary allocation to Grand Jide. Throughout the early administration, I believe that continued through other administration. And I'm sure for this year, for this new government also, that same trend continues. But then why is it, as I drove through Zwedru, and this place is looking like this? And then what came to mind also, as I pondered over this idea, was that, look, and because my whole mindset, I had a different strategic mindset for myself into my future sojourn. But coming to Zwedru or to Grand Jide to get into politics was not part of my thoughts. So what came to mind was that, look, William, you, like so many other Grand Jideans at this point in time, you can be assured, because I was reasoning in my own mind that you all did not have a saying when each of you were being created, and you were created and brought into this world as citizens of Grand Jide, as crown people, or citizens of Grand Jide. You didn't have a saying. But the reason why God placed us as crown people in this part, in the local government area called Grand Jide, is part of God's divine destiny for our people. And which, of course, we didn't have a saying, but graciously, it was a good thing that we're born crown. But what it means is that each of us have a responsibility to make sure to improve the quality of life in the areas that God has made us to be a part of. And so if this place is in this state of affairs, it means that you have to consider, in all of us, when I say you, mean myself, and all of us, it does not mean that we were born with certain silver spoon in our mouth, we're born rich, and this is why we excel in the face of adversity. But probably this has been part of God's plan to make us succeed, so when time comes, we can take on the mantle. And so the time has come, our county is in a state of affairs, and so we must stand up to save that place. So the thoughts keep coming in mind. I dismissed that thought. I spent the night, the following night, I went back to Monrovia and back to Abuja. That year ended. I retired, came back home, packing my things. I had a meeting against Zwedru, and the thoughts keep bubbling in my mind. And at the same time, there were other people also that were calling me. William, you see Grand Jide, the state of affairs in Grand Jide. Don't you think it would be time for you to consider the idea of playing a role to help lift Mama Jide up from its current state of affairs. So fast forward, sometime by the end of 2005 to early 2006, I accepted the thoughts coming from other people and my own conviction that I needed to get involved to help provide some direction for our county. And ultimately, what I can say to you all here, Brother Cho and Brother So, is that when I did my own analysis, because my background is strategic management and then public policy with emphasis in leadership. And so when I look at the problem that our county is confounded with, what I realized was that one of the major issues was governance or leadership. That includes providing oversight responsibility on what happened in the county, including the management of the budget, no matter how little it was that come to the county. And so to solve the problem of Grand Jide County, we needed to solve the problem of leadership in the county. And so I made up the mind that, look, we're going to look at this. But the first thing, what I'm going to do will be, I need to do a thorough investigation. What are the issues, apart from my own point of view, that resonate well with the people on the ground and also with the people in the diaspora? And so shortly before I traveled to the US, I took a time through Chien District, Konabo District, and Konabo District, including all three administrative districts, Tabo, Glio, Konabo, Putu, and then Chien Zwedru. With the mind that by December, I'm going to go to Bison and then to Kavala. But the reason why I came here, while I'm waiting for the rains to subside before going to Bison and Kavala, is that even though Grand Jide went through crisis, like the children of Israel, we scattered across the world, but the rebuilding of the homeland, the blessing that Grand Jide has is that the good number of its citizens in the diaspora, particularly here in the US, and that anything, in my own view, that must take place in the homeland, the people of Grand Jide in the diaspora must be core to any discourse that is geared towards rebuilding, resurrecting, or rebranding our county for the better. And so what I have come for here, and I'm going to be here for the next 1 month, will be to engage our people to dialogue, discuss what are the issues that are core that Grand Jideans in the diaspora would like to see happen by whom that will change the status quo we have. Now, let me be quick to point out, others that are there, I believe they are doing their best in different shape and forms. But there are others also that may have performed to a certain level, but it appears that the level of performance match the level of expertise. And so you cannot get something done from someone who does not match it up. But I think everyone has done their own best within their own rights. But we need to move forward. And so my direction, my vision, my undertaking, my pursuit is that the Grand Jide diaspora, they are a gem to the county. They are a great assets to the county. And when we're talking about rebuilding Grand Jide County, the Grand Jideans in the diaspora must be at the center, must be at the core, and an action will be taken. And so even though I have my own way that I want to do things, I've been able to parallel that with what people on the ground want. And I've also come to engage Nigerians here in the diaspora with regards to what is core to them. What is their disposition regarding the direction of Grand Jide County? So that together, when I understand this and the desire that I have, when I let them know, then we can all have a direction. that I will use as a blueprint to carry or to run with, because then this become the motivation of the people and not that of William TOWAH. And so ultimately what I'm saying here is that Grand Jide is trying, but much is desired compared to what the expectations of the people are. When I was in Grand Jide, I passed by the hospital, and even though I didn't go in my house by the hospital, and two women came to me and were sharing their experiences with me. That one time, one of them went to the hospital to give birth, and the generator was not on. The management needed gas to put a gen on to perform the operation. The family had to rally money to buy fuel for the generator before such operation would take place. Then I met a young man that came. In fact, there was a delegation at Bazon that came from Bazon. Even though I did not go Bazon this time around when I was Wedru, a delegation came from Bazon, from Pola to be specific, and they could have beat me. What that they learned I was in the county, I was doing consultation, but they wanted to have a dialogue with me. I forgot the young man anybody from Pola, but he said he run a little business there, entertainment business and all of that. But he has to, the business collapsed because he could not keep up with the cost of fuel for the generator. Because if he did that buying fuel to run a generator, he would not making anything. So as a result, he had to close it down. But his appeal was that electricity since last time, if effort was applied for electricity to reach to Pola and then Yaoundé, the capital of Bazon, then people that was per economic activities that will even give them their ability to actively involve into economic activities. I will address the acute economic hardship taking place in the area, among other things.
All right.
So I say, okay, I hear that. So generally, I am considering having done consultation to see what can be done for the seat of senator that is coming up 2029, to see if I can get the empowerment of the people to step in and then to help find a new direction for the county to help lift Mama Jide up, so that our county will be counted among the committee of counties that are on the right trajectory to address the social, economic, and political needs of our people by providing basic social services so desired by our people. So thank you.
It's out the band now. We'll be right back. Okay, you gotta do us a favor right after with Dr. TOWAH, and then we can get you guys. We really want to talk to him for now, and right after that, all of this already, we can get their reactions. I want to have him to be the center of gravity of this conversation. So just bear with us, just what we told Mr. Dennis. Right after that, and then we can have him, you can come back on, and I will appreciate it. Okay, so the plane took off from Zredu to Monrovia, Springfield, could not accommodate the flight to Battlefield, finally DFP to Philadelphia, and in the house of Lpr. So I am kind of surprised, but not overwhelmingly surprised, because that's part of human nature. And for full disclosure, my former boss at the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, like I said here, one was acting minister at the Ministry of Agriculture. A lot of stuff was done from the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, legal stock. It was crazy. One of your watch, you stepped in a career diplomat with ECOWAS, served the country, I believe, from Burkina Faso to Abuja.
Mr. So, can you check your background? I mean, you're hardly audible at all. Yeah, we can hardly hear what you're saying. It's so muffled.
The background or the audio? Which one?
I think it's the audio. The audio.
All right, let me just see here. Is it okay now?
No, not yet.
All right, let me just do one thing, just to control one.
Okay. Again, folks, Samson told Liberal Public Radio City here. Mr. So is checking his audio. So that again, wonderful explanation of before Mr. So come in. Let me just say, when you were naming those places, I felt the hair at the back of my neck here rising up because I used to live with one Mose Boan right on the Armosaurus place on Yabo Road. And right before that, the Matthew Double and his brother, Isaac Double and his brother Matthew and Jet, they all used to live there. They were going to 80 day. 80 day, we had a giant, Wagaran giant, come eater.
I remember that song. Yeah, I remember that song.
But I better not sing it because you got some serious. But anyhow, and then from there you go into Niabo because our farm used to be all the way to closer to Johnson, what they call Dian. That's
Yeah.
where the farm used to be, and I grew up in that area. I even grew up in Johnson as well because one Brown Kuyabau used to
Mhm.
teach in Johnson, and I was living there from time to time, go over there and stay there and stuff. So when you were naming, but those days there was no road; it was walking. So
Walking, yeah, walking.
yes, so I am quite familiar. Not now, but while we're waiting for Mr. So here, let me ask you this, sir. You are very permanent Granadians and involved in educating young Granadians. You think the new road that you are seeking better suit you than the area of education where you will be directly involved in the training of the young Granadians' minds?
Okay, well, thank you, Brother To. The short answer is yes. But let me give a small background, and I want to emphasize this point before I find it very critical. Since the Third Republic, about 20 plus years now, there is one thing that is missing out in the way we do business or in the way we serve people in Liberia. The fact remains that Grenadians suffer as a result of this war. But in our suffering, by God's own divine plan, something good came out of our suffering. Many Grenadians found themselves in the West, in the Americas, the greatest place that anybody can be in terms of infrastructure, economic, and what have you. But what has taken place in Liberia, and Grand Judea in particular, is that leadership in the county has not really tapped into the diaspora Grenadians, who I find as being very critical and very important in shaping the destiny of the new Grand Judea that will be so vibrant, prosperous for all of us. When the children of Israel went to exile, the children of Israel in the diaspora, in exile, put together and decided to come back home to rebuild Israel. We read the Bible all of the time. In fact, we have so many Christians in our community. And I don't see how this is missing out. What I find is that something that those in the diaspora, when they attract them, they will come to take their jobs in Liberia. So the best thing is to snap the gem, the goodness of the county in the diaspora, to put it aside. But I see what you say here, what I see to reshape the county and to make the county prosperous, we need someone that understand the role of the people in the diaspora, the richness of Grand Judea in the diaspora, to tap into it and then to make them part of the core, the planning process of the county. And with this, that county will change from the current state of affairs. And so, yes, staying in other domain would be good, but I tell you, one needs to take a role, play a role that will be able to bring together all the richness of the county, and then the county can benefit from that. And I think I have the ability to do that.
Thank you.
I've not seen it. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go to Mr. So. Mr. So, let's
is the audio going well?
No. No, not at all.
Is there a problem? So, brother, so
Can you see if you can turn on to the other device, like be a headphone or what have you that you normally use?
You came here and you have corrupted my sister here. This is what I don't like to done with this guy here. We having real conversation.
Bless your uncle. Bless your uncle. It's all now. It's all it's all Queenambo. In you
yeah.
where you go. In you where you go. Damn, no, yeah. Bless your uncle.
So can that so?
I say, Urabe. I say, Urabe.
He's not with guys or this and that one. There's a receiver conversation. Am I still sounding horrible?
Go ahead. I think the doctor can hear you. Go ahead. We'll
Well,
find it.
just go ahead. Maybe you'll get better
No, I
later.
mean, I just want to make sure if it's not too good. I mean, we can.
It's not my fault. There's the sound itself is the quality is so poor. But I think the doc can hear your question.
Yeah, it's coming static, but somehow we can hear you anyways.
And I don't want to switching everything in on me. Everything going to go off. And that's I don't want to do. I'm not sure. It sounds very good to me, but yeah, this is I think I've done everything here. It's still bad, right?
Yes. For some reason, this might not be the case.
Okay, then let me just go ahead. Let me see what I'm able to switch here. I'm afraid I have to do it. Just go ahead. Let me try something.
Oh, thank you. We'll be here. So Doc, I'm sorry, Mr. So is having some issue with his device here tonight. But let's go on a little bit. Uh, um, the fact that you are seeking or trying to connect like the Granadian diaspora, uh, coming to them and making with to be honest with you, we have gone through that before. I've been in this community for quite a while now. We have had people come here and we champion their cause, to say you people will be part of my process, my coalition, my ruling process, and when they win and get back there, and then we becomes. And there's one of them completely told me when I went there. I don't even remember you, Mister To. so so we've been there. But however though, our people say, "Oh, good luck is not as seen as sheep luck."
Mm.
And the fact that you have had this much experience in traveling the world, and if you can come out and identify the goodness of Liberian Granadian diaspora, how much you think they can contribute, I think that goes a long way. But let's go a little bit deeper into that, sir. Once this process is over, when you become successful, give us an idea of how do you intend to incorporate Granadians who do not have no voting power. They can't vote in Liberia, I don't believe. And Granadians, the only thing they can do is support financially and also support you by contacting relatives and friends and what have you. Well, how do you intend to incorporate whatever skill set they have to enhance your own ability to move the county forward?
Well, thank you so much, brothers, brother To. And I would not assume that I have all the ideas, but here is what I think. And certainly, I also want to declare here that I was once upon a time based in the U.S. And there were things that I thought people would have done so that our involvement will accelerate development in our county. But one of the reasons I also explained here that people fear Granadians in the diaspora, thinking that when they draw them much closer, it will be like bringing their own replacement and replacements. And so people have the tendency to say no, or maybe they turn their backs. But I see it the other way around. The growth, the change that we talk about to provide prosperity, the prosperous, will come from the diaspora. And here's what I think. Every step along the way, Nigerians in the diaspora must form part and parcel of the planning process. Be it the agenda I want to run on. As a matter of fact, I could have sat down and draft my agenda. I mean, I have the blueprint, I could have done that. But I've not done my agenda. As I'm coming, I'm running here are the things I want to do, but I've not done so. Because the planning process here, I must do consultation because I want a diaspora Nigerians who are the blessing that God gave us as a county to be a part of the planning process from day one when they get going. And then if God bless us, even during the election process, people in the diaspora will get involved, whether you have voting right in the county or not. The survival of Nigerians that we have right now is based upon the remittances that are coming from the U.S. And I think you don't want to just continue to be like an ATM machine to continue to support. In fact, if we don't do something quickly in Nigeria, when our generation start to fade out, our children here may not have the connections that we have with our people back home. That support may not continue. Then what becomes of Nigeria tomorrow? So strategically, we have to start planning. And in my own view, is that planning now with those of us who are alive now, who were born in Liberia, and we still have attachment to the homeland, for us to have a strategic engagement that will change things from where they are, from what they are right now in the county. And so the way forward, we have to plan together. Every step along the way, so that those of us who are here, even though we may not go home to vote, may not have voting power, but we still have influence over our people that we support. To say, look, we have tried the same thing over and over, and we have not gotten anywhere. People bringing handout, and this is that people vote. But this time around, this is our position, and this is what we expect you all to do. To vote in this direction, because we vote in this direction, that will save our county. To bring economic growth, so that it can become self-sufficient, not depending on handout from the U.S.
Thank you.
And we can do it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. So. Let's hear from you.
It's already still back.
Oh my goodness. I can't help you. Go ahead, Mr. So. Just go ahead.
This is unbelievable. This is why I don't like this guy to be part of anything I try to do. I've done every other thing. I don't know why it's so long.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this, Mr. So? I would suggest Dr. TOWAH is our own. This station, though we call it Liberal Public Radio, but it was one voice of Jida. It was one Boston radio. Shut it off, bring us back. Those who want to come and listen to the doctor, they will do so. So, do you think you have time to, when we shut it down and come back on, will you be able to be with us?
Yeah, sure. I can go back to the link, right? And
you were saying the new link.
Let me just do that first.
Okay, sure. You can send a new link. The same email address.
Again, folks, if you're listening, this is the Liberal. The board chair has just